Hello everyone, this is Mr.Po and welcome to a new video, a new episode of What's Good with the Tank with me, your host. And today we are making a new video together with you guys. We are taking a look at some of the best and probably inspiring, aquascapes in the hobby, on the social media platforms, especially on Instagram in this case today in this video. So we will take a look at some of the aquascapes that I found by browsing, Instagram, and I just saved them in my collection to be inspired and to just admire, the works of others. And of course, in this video there will be, the usernames of the people who are behind those beautiful things, and you may check them out as well and subscribe. I think it will be just appreciation of the work of those people. And if you are interested in aquascaping, these are probably one of the finest and best ones, and there are tons of different creators all over the internet, especially on Instagram, and this is a beautiful community. You can share all that stuff and be inspired, exchange experience. This is just a wonderful community, and it's just it's pleasant to look at all their creations and be inspired, etc., and admire their skills. Well, let's take a look, and first of all I want to begin with this one. I like that one very much because it's kind of like diorama style, and I also like when kind of like mossy plants grow on the wood or the rocks and form such beautiful creations here. This feels bushy, this feels very lush, and just pleasant to look at, and accents of the red on the top here. It's just makes the whole picture breathe and look very fine. And I like the fine details and different scales, different textures all over the place. This sand path, just a beautiful diorama style aquarium with this mossy feel. It feels very soft, feels very gentle, and the tips here, they just like outlines of the red. It gives the very beautiful kind of like feel to the scape, and the overall tank looks really healthy. Probably it received some trim recently, so all in all beautiful, and the beautiful light with this typical feature in order to block the light from the viewer makes it all look very, very beautiful, aesthetic. All this glassware, etc., and the cabinet, and just classic approach to aquascaping. Well, okay, let's take a look at this one. This is kind of like the beginning and the end of the final, like the final result. On the top you see the overall feel of the hardscape here, which is also a classic approach when you put the stones and then you work with the wood here, and you also, you see, in order to break the tension probably on the left side, you put something in here just to kind of like provide the balance a little bit, like it's kind of like these things are, this stone is balancing the whole the whole design here. And I like that there is aqua soil put in here, as you can see, and the overall feel is very triangular. And guys, probably I am a fan of triangular aquascapes because they are very aesthetically pleasing, pleasant to look at for the eyes. And it's just one of the simplest approach to things. When you do not know, you are not sure about how to make your aquascape, make triangular corner heavy approach here. And you see at the background we have aqua soil as well. There is decorative gravel, this on this path. So classic approach to aquascaping. And below you see the final result. Beautiful embedded plants, epiphytes. Some plants grow out and cover the sticks, cover the driftwood, and we receive a very natural and beautiful result at the end. And there is also carpeting process going on in here, and in the background some stems, beautiful, very aesthetically pleasing. The background just fits nature style. Okay, so the next one, let's take a look at it. I like this shrimp, not shrimp, it's a betta rack. I like this one because all those are iwagumis. in my opinion. Yes, iwagumis with different stones, with different type of stones, and this background is very beautiful. It actually inspired me to put the same very similar but very you know, very cheap background, just not illuminated at all. This is not an LED light panel, just a background with such gradient in one of my tanks with ParksT'S. Well, I like this one because you know, from the first sight it looks like iwagumi, and then you start to see different types of textures, plants here, you know, and they are all embedded very nicely, so it anyway saves the, you know, the feel, you know, of iwagumi, but it's kinda like enriched with other things. And in here we have kinda like paludarium or terrarium or something misted, you know, very nice. I like all that stuff. I also like those plants, you know, those plants, they just fit you know, the overall you know, fish rack very nicely, and I like this approach really. And it kinda like feels like Eddie Meyer style, you know, with iwagumis, but just with some kinda like, you know, flavor added with the plants and with the background probably. So it's kinda like semi-iwagumi and semi-nature aquarium probably, I don't know. I mean, like, iwagumi is also considered a nature aquarium, but you see, the difference is iwagumi is only about stones and just carpeting plants, while here we have some others as well, and the background's beautiful. Well, okay, let's take a look at this one. This one is really beautiful. I think that's the video. Let's take a look at it. Very inspiring. There is an arch, you see. Yes, I've taken a look at it before, and all these red accents, they really stand out. And take a look, there are ParksT'S in here that fit the overall red theme. Red, you know, kinda like accent of this aquarium. Very beautiful, you know, and the overall, you know, feel of the hardscape. It kinda like makes you understand that this is hard work here, because you see all those embedded plants, the carpets here, and the arc, you know, the arch that we have here, using the rocks probably. Yes, rocks, of course. This is all very similar to Green Aqua approach when they make this insane, you know, diorama style aquascapes. Beautiful, like semi-twin island, semi, you know, just like rock formated, you know, cave kinda like style. Very similar to the contest, you know, approach. So very nice. Well, okay, and this one also surprised me. This one is only Anubias petite in here, and I don't see any fish. Maybe they are hiding, but even without the fish it would look just beautiful. You see, this is the approach when you just have plants all over the place, and it almost feels like a park or something. Maybe it's not everybody's style, because, you know, you don't have any other plants, or maybe just like complicated, complex, you know, formations of the hardscape. But I think that it is beautiful. And another thing, I think that all these Anubiases, they just cover the whole, you know, hardscape, so that now it's invisible. But even then, it's beautiful because you see the health of this Anubias and the growth. It's just insane. And this, the only thing that, you know, about those Anubiases growing like this, like crazy, it makes you admire the effort. Well, I think that there is something, you know, very, very individual in here. Well, okay, and let's come today, let's finish the whole, you know, tour, the whole review with this aquarium. This is, I think it's Oase or similar. I think it's Oase, or maybe not, but very similar. You see, I like those angelfish because these are like wild varieties, and overall, you know, arching wood here, you know, against the white background, and the corner heavy, you know, planting in here, it makes the aquarium just pop, and very contrast, you know, a very contrastive approach, I would say. And the angelfish really stand out in this aquarium because of the white background and the empty space on the right side with arching driftwood, which kind of like elongated and stretches all over the place, all over the, you know, the whole area in aquarium with very, very heavy, you see, planting on the left side. It just makes angelfish be the centerpiece in the whole aquascape. So the plants and the hardscape doesn't kinda like deprive the angelfish from their beauty. But the contrast of it, the contrast of the wood against the background, and just you know, just a corner approach to the planting and not so many plants on the right side, all those facts, they really make angelfish be highlighted, you know, in this scape. And I really like this approach because it just showcases the beauty of the fish themselves. Well, beautiful scape, and the whole cabinet, the whiteness of cabinet and the white notch above, it all makes it look very aesthetic, combined also with the, you know, the design of the room and the furniture. Well, just beautiful, you know, I don't have any other words. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you got inspired. You may check out all those creators online on Instagram and take a look at their work closer and other posts that they do make, and you know, it's just beautiful to look at those things. And of course, subscription to them, it's a very just beautiful thing, because you will always receive updates if you are interested in aquascaping and you want to get inspired and just appreciate the overall beauty of this hobby. Well, thank you so much for watching this, and in the next episode we will take a look at other, you know, items in my collection that I saved to be inspired, and also new ones if I discover anything new. So far, that's the end of the video, and thank you once again for sticking by, and see you next time. Then take care and stay safe. See you later then.